nice shirt. That's a really nice shirt you've got on there. Looks really good. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. Have you done Ponca City yet?
No, it's just.
That'll be alright.
Just need to turn off the house music.
House music.
House music.
So,
I'm sorry, could you guys kill the house music?
thank you.
Thank you. All right, we got time to play you a few more songs here. This is a little song about the best bar in Oklahoma. We're sunny in Ponca City, playing horses and getting stoned. Throwing some fish on the grill out back, somebody brought back from Galveston. And inside the bar we're singing, setting the world to rights, while patrons eat pork crackling and suck down warm Bud Lights. Guys, the cooler is still broken, and they're running out of ice. And you're drinking, buddy, he has to say everything he's saying twice. On a Sunday in Ponca City, playing horses and getting stoned. Throwing some fish on the grill out back, somebody brought back from Galveston. Well, the atmosphere is thick in here, thick as it can get. It ain't no oxygen to breathe, only stale cigarette. And you was 8 months pregnant, cursing my name, saying you will burn in hell before you play this bar again. On a Sunday in Ponca City, playing horses and getting stoned. Throwing some fish on the grill out back, somebody brought back from Galveston. Day around. Well, that lady we mentioned you this bar, she remembered it, she did. Yeah, she used to fetch her dad from here when she was just a little kid. Yeah, this bar is full of memories, cinder block and concrete, but they make you feel at ease somehow in these nasty plastic seats. On a Sunday in Ponca City, playing horses and getting stoned. Throwing some fish on the grill out back, somebody brought back from Galveston. Where catfish drink Diet Cola from a cooler that he brings. Yeah, he used to own a bar down south on Canal Street, New Orleans. And he'll tell you all about it, about the hookers and the cops, and how we don't drink nothing no more than these diet soda pops. On Sunday in Ponca City, playing horses and getting stoned. Throwing some fish on the grill out back, somebody brought back from Galveston. One more time. Now I realize quite a few folks out there have not seen Truckstop Honeymoon before, but you've been sat here long enough to know you don't have to put up with this. I mean, I know some of you got to be starting to wonder right now just how many damn verses there going to be in this song. Don't you? And you're just sitting there politely drinking like, oh, I'm sure he'll be done real soon. Aren't you starting to wonder just how long this is going to go? How long is this song? That's what you're thinking, right? How many folks here have seen Truckstop Honeymoon before? Okay, so you gotta look to these folks because they're the only ones that know that we do not know how long this song is. Some nights, in the second set, this is the only song we play for the next 40 minutes. That's all we do. We get up tomorrow, we do the same thing. But you You guys, you newcomers tonight, you're lucky. Because right now, for some reason, I only remember one more verse. Well, there ain't no winter in this bar, nowhere the sun can shine. I guess they think it's bright enough from the Anheuser-Busch sign. 'Cause in all Oklahoma, this is the brightest spot. Yeah, Tulsa, they think they got it all, but they don't have what we got. On a Sunday in Pocket City, playing horseshoes and getting stoned, throwing some fish on the grill out back. Somebody brought back from Galveston. Yeah, we'll throw some fish on the grill out back. Somebody brought back from Galveston. Okay, we're going to sing you another little song about Louisiana. This is a song about St. Bernard Parish, Louisiana, which is the neighborhood right next to New Orleans. I was talking about Hurricane Katrina earlier. Like I said, in our old neighborhood, we got 12 feet of water. But we were all over the newspaper, and, you know, Spike Lee made a movie about our neighborhood and all that sort of stuff. But St. Bernard Parish, that's the neighborhood next to us. And they also got 12 feet of water. But nobody made movies about them, because they're all mean-spirited Irish people. And they just don't beg sympathy in the same way. So they just weren't movie-worthy. But I'm here to tell you, St. Bernard Parish, Louisiana, a very special place. It looks like regular suburban America. It's not pretty at all. They got the Mobile Oil Refinery down there, and everybody works at that refinery. And they just got track houses just on concrete slabs made out of cinder block and a little veneer of brick. It looks like nothing. And it looks like regular suburban America. They got a Walmart. They got the Kmart. Who cares, right? But I'm here to tell you, this is one of the weirdest and most remotest parts of the world you could possibly go. Right? This is a suburb where you will meet someone, and this is 12 blocks from New Orleans. You can walk to the French Quarter from this neighborhood. There are people there who will tell you they have never been to New Orleans. They have never even driven through New Orleans. And you're like, you can't even reach this neighborhood without driving through New Orleans. What are you talking about? Of course you go to New Orleans. Why'd I go to a place like that? That's what they say. Why'd I go there? They're what we call yats, by the way, because they're the folks that say, where you at? And how's your mom and them? And I say, never go to New Orleans. Say, we go there for the Mardi Gras. We don't need to go there for the Mardi Gras. We got our own Mardi Gras here in St. Bernard Parish. Why'd I go to New Orleans? What about Jazz Fest? Why'd I go to a thing like that? Bulletproof logic. There's no shaking these people. And but it's a veneer, like I said, it looks like the suburbs, but right behind the Kmart, it's swamp. All the way to the Gulf of Mexico, full of alligators and like fish like you couldn't believe the size of these things. And these folks are really just proper Louisiana swamp rats. They just work at the refinery. And they're very special people. And I want you to know that after that hurricane, they got 12 feet of water, but they also got an oil spill from the oil refinery. And their homes were filled up with sewage water and hydrocarbons from the refinery. And you have to remember, we were not allowed to go back home for 3 months to clean up. They kept us out. We couldn't go home. And our houses were boarded up for a hurricane. So imagine your house boarded up for a hurricane, full of sewer and flood water and hydrocarbons from an oil refinery. And then it sits there for 2 months of Louisiana summer, 100-degree weather every day, boarded up, boarded up. And then 3 months later, the government says, y'all come back and clean up now. Those folks down in St. Bernard Parish, they went right back. They put trailers in their yards. They started digging out their homes, took the boards off, and they were back to work at that refinery within 2 weeks. This is a stubborn and beautiful people, and we miss them. Live downwind from the refinery. We got a little brick house with a banana tree. They don't find a place to raise a family than downwind from the refinery. Well, this house was built back in '63. It's built on a slab like a house of me. Not like them wooden shacks you see upwind from the refinery. Life is short, sweet and free. Downwind from the refinery. My health ain't what it should be. That's what my doctor say to me. I say why? He says see ya downwind from the refinery. Downwind. Now my dad never knew this kind of luxury. I invited him over so he could see his boy done good. Just look at me, living downwind from the refinery. Downwind. Now I got a little boat to take out to sea. When I ain't working for the company. My brother, his 3 boys, and me, we catch some fish, then set them free. Drink Kool-Aid and iced tea, then sail back to the refinery. Life is short, sweet and free. Downwind from the refinery. My health ain't what it should be. That's what my doctor say to me. I say why? He says see you downwind from the refinery. Downwind. Yeah, downwind from the refinery, downwind. Ain't no finer place to raise a family than downwind from the refinery. We surely appreciate y'all listening. Once again, can we give it up for Miss Katie West here on the Doghouse Bass? And Miss Katie West has another band that she plays in that's called 40 Watt Dreams, and we have some of those records down there. It's a kind of a beautiful, soulful rock and roll band, and y'all should check that out, and hopefully you'll be able to see them touring sometime. What else are you going to do? I thought we'd sing now a song about a British city. Ah. All right. Are you guys up for that? This is the geography part of the set, all right? So we did St. Bernard Parish, but this is a little song about a neighborhood that I lived in for a while. It's actually the town that I started playing music in many, many decades ago, back in the dawn of time. Yeah, Manchester, believe it or not. That's where I started playing music, way back in the 80s, early 80s. And a few tours ago, we were over here touring the UK, and we got to play in Manchester. And I got to show Miss Katie my old neighborhood. Anybody here familiar with Manchester? Anybody know it well enough? Anybody know the neighborhood between Longsight and Gorton? No, clearly you don't, because usually people like sigh with that, like, ugh. They usually do that when I say it. And so obviously you've never been there. But it's a very elegant part of town, in a poetic way. Anyway, I got to take Miss Katie there, and she was very taken with it. In her own understated way. But to be honest, it's, Manchester, of course, is a transformed city to me, because I remember I didn't even know my way around it. It's all like beautiful. It's all got like cafes and galleries and employment and stuff like that. It's amazing. It's a totally different city to the one I remember. But luckily, my old neighborhood between Longsight and Gorton has obviously been declared some sort of historic district. Because it has been lovingly preserved in the abject poverty and squalor that I remember so well. And it's just as broke-ass and mean-spirited today as it was back in 1984. So, Miss Katie got to see it untransformed. But I'll be honest with you, when I went back there and saw that old part of town, to be fair, I forgot how much I loved it. It's an ugly part of town, built to make you feel there is no up and out, only down in this ugly part of town. And it goes on row after row, slate gray skies, slate gray roofs, slate gray roads, on it goes. Row after row, by a bingo hall and a Greyhound track. There's a train station, one platform takes you away, one brings you back to the bingo hall and the Greyhound track. And the sun only comes out in Ahmed's store. He's got plantain, bananas, yam and okra, ginger root, and much more. The sun only comes out in Ahmed's store. In this ugly part of town, built to make you feel there is no up and out, only down. In this ugly part of town, it's beautiful to me. It will always be beautiful to me. Beautiful to me. It will always be beautiful to me. But the rain, it doesn't help. Waiting at a bus stop, back to the wind. Keep it to yourself. The rain, it doesn't help. And there's always lines at the post office, collecting pensions, cash and gyros, buying stamps. It's where most of us meet, in lines at the post office. In this ugly part of town, built to make you feel there is no up and out, only down. In this ugly part of town, and it's beautiful to me. It will always be beautiful to me. This ugly part of town. Well, I figure we have a quick costume change here. You guys up for a costume change? Yeah. I know it gets pretty tiresome just looking at two regular people hollering at you all afternoon. So here we are, the first costume change. It will, of course, be completely transforming. Many of you will not even recognize us. Well, I know it's still us. It's hard to believe, isn't it? You're like, who them people?
My God.
I like the other band better. Oh. All right. So, here we go. We really appreciate y'all listening. Could we get one more big round of applause for your bartenders this afternoon? Give it up for them. Be good to them. Give them a little extra love today. Okay, ready? 2, 3, go. Where big things are happening, little things are happening too. What things are big and what things are little, no matter what things matter to you. We're waving flags, talking about national pride, while we burn the bridges our fathers built to keep us unified. And a little boy caught a bullfrog, brought it home, gave it a name, kept it in an old fish tank for a week and then let it go again. Well, big things are happening, little things are happening too. What things are big, what things are little, and what things matter to you. picked up a guitar. She played me something about the white stripes, don't even know who they are. Well, big things are happening, little things are happening too. One thing's big, one thing's little, and one thing's matter to you. But we're singing on the front lines. Friends of ours have fallen to bombs and bullets in these times. But last night of the show, a stranger brought you a bouquet. Now believe it or not, that's all it took to turn around our day. Well, big things are happening, little things are happening too. One thing's big, one thing's a little, no matter what things matter to you. Well, big things are happening, little things are happening too. One thing's big, one thing's a little, and what things matter to you. So what things matter to you.
What else are we doing after this? Do you want to come fiddle right on this?
Yeah, if you're up for it.
Please, Miss Georgia Brown, would you join us again on the fiddle? This is not my show, darling.
We appreciate y'all listening. And it's nice to see that a few of you have improved your wardrobe with the Truckstop Honeymoon t-shirt.
What the hell note's that supposed to be? Call that something. What? she's not turned on yet. I'm sorry my song was so dull. Sound guy?
Steve? Steve? Is Steve around?
Sorry, Georgia.
You can't find Steve?
Fuck it. Here's your pick. Here's your pick.
Now it's on.
It wasn't coming through?
No.
It's fine. I'll just play the bass.
We'll play out a few more songs here.
We're going to play a show in London on Tuesday at this place called the Harrison. There's a small little thing that they're going to film to make a virtual reality concert with Truckstop Honeymoon. Totally weird.
Wear the goggles and everything? Really? Wow, that's weird.
I don't know. I've never tried VR.
Truckstop Honeymoon, that's weird.
VRTSH.
All right.
You're on now, right?
You're on right. You got fiddle now.
Great. It's fine. Are we doing that one? Yeah. Okay.
All right, Miss Katie's dad used to work resurfacing roads, and he'd tell his young daughter that the reason the blacktop sometimes sparkles like it does in the States is because they put diamonds in the asphalt. So this little song about well, I gave you a band of silver, but there was no diamond ring. I said, baby, where we're going, we got no use for such things. You will find all the gems that you could want right here on the interstates and highways, 80,000 miles a year. There are diamonds in the asphalt. Ain't that what they say? Ain't that why the blacktop glitters in that way? That makes fools follow it to the ends of their days. It's not their fault. Blame it on false promises and the diamonds in the asphalt.
You were always searching for some treasure you don't find. And I have followed you this far. I don't mind. Maybe sometimes we must carry a heavy load. We get richer with every mile we drive along this road. There are diamonds in the asphalt.
Ain't that what they say? Ain't that why the blacktop glitters in that way? That makes fools follow it to the ends of their days. It's not their fault. Blame it on false promises and the diamonds in the asphalt. So far, still we have so far to go. I hope to God that someone will be coming to this show. And our babies are crying, and I feel like crying too. And it's too late to turn back now, even if we wanted to. There are diamonds in the asphalt, ain't that what they say? Ain't that why the blacktop glitters in that way? That makes fools follow it to the ends of their days. It's not their fault. Blame it on false promises and the diamonds in the Georgia Brown on the fiddle. Yeah, we can play. We'll play that. Well, why don't we? You know what? Why don't we?
I'll just play bass. I'll just play bass. It's much better. Will that we go to the fiddle?
I would.
Okay, let's do that.
B minor, all right for you, like a gypsy tune?
Let's do that. Somebody else play bass. God damn it.
We're gonna play a couple more songs. You guys up for a couple more songs? Yep. Yeah, I mean, we could do our improvisational mime routine, but it's. If my advice would be, no.
Okay. I can do it, Mike. I know how to tune the banjo. It's fine. Unhook the G string. It's unhooked. Everything's fine. Mike, I'll do it. Stop.
All right, we're going to sing a little song about motherhood. Are there any mothers drinking here today? Any mothers? Yes? Okay. Your mother is a sociopath. She don't play well with others. She don't like your little friends or any of their mothers. When she's in a crowd of people, she don't know what to do. She don't like to share her toys any more than you. She's like you when you're at a party and you should play but you won't. And part of you wants to join in, but part of you just don't. And you're looking at the other kids all having a grand time, feeling like you don't fit in, but feeling that's just fine. Cause your mother is a sociopath. She don't play well with others. She don't like your little friends or any of their mothers. When she's in a crowd of people, she don't know what to do. She don't like to share her toys any more than you. Take it away, Kate. Both your mother and I, we're going to raise you properly, at least we're gonna try. We'll teach you to have manners, to be socially in command. But if you never get it, son, your mom will understand. Cause your mother's a sociopath. She don't play well with others. She don't like your little friends or any of their mothers. When she's in a crowd of people, she don't know what to do. She don't like to share her toys any more than you. You're a lot like one another, you and your sociopathic mother. Oh,
Forgot them.
that's in the 60% that we don't remember.
Walking them out currently.
We're going to play another little quiz. So this is a song about our old neighbors in New Orleans, Georgia and Blue. That's a fine-looking dog. Very good dog. Doris. Doris, the dog. That's excellent. I mean, Doris, you got to have a Derek as well. Okay, so some of you already know the song, maybe you don't. Our neighbors back in New Orleans were this amazing couple called Georgia and Blue. They lived across the street from us until that hurricane. And it was a rough neighborhood. We were just starting our family then. We had a couple of kids, and Georgia and Blue kind of took care of us. They looked out for us, made sure that nobody messed with us. But also while they were taking care of us, y'all need to know that Georgia and Blue were raising 13 grandchildren in a 2-room house. 15 people, 2 rooms. Amazing. Anyway, after that hurricane, nobody got to live in our neighborhood for about 3 years. It's completely uninhabitable. When I say neighborhood, I don't mean a few blocks. It's the biggest neighborhood in New Orleans. There's miles and miles of the lower Ninth Ward. It's a huge neighborhood. Nobody got to be there for 3 years. So in that time, we were scattered all over the country. Georgia and Blue, they spent their time in Mississippi. Katie and I, we went to Kansas and ended up staying there. And during this time, we got a call from them. This is how it went. Got a message on my phone today. Blue and Georgia just called to say, hey, how y'all doing? We miss you. Georgia, Blue, we miss y'all too. Yeah, we do. We miss you. Well, Blue, you always calling me neighbor, especially when you don't remember my name. Now y'all in Mississippi and we're in Kansas, always neighbors, just the same. Yeah, we're neighbors, just the same. Well, tell me, Blue, 'cause I gotta know. Do your dogs still biting? Do your rooster crow? Do your little gray car with the flat still go? Do your fishing poles hang out your back window? Do your hens still nest in the passenger seat? Do they still lay eggs that your kids won't eat? Do you still love Georgia? Do she love you? What am I saying? Because you do. Take it away, Georgia. Well, Georgia, I wish you could come. See how big is our littlest one. Did you know we're expecting again? Georgia, I wish you could be here then. Yeah, I wish you could be here then. Well, tell me, Georgia, I gotta know. Do your dogs still biting? Do your rooster crow? Do your little gray car with the flat still go? Do your fishing poles hang out your back window? Do your hens still nest in the passenger seat? Do they still lay eggs that your kids won't eat? Do you still love Blue? Do we love you? What am I saying? Because you do. Do your dogs still biting? Do your rooster crow? Do your little gray car with the flat still go? Do your fishing poles hang out your back window? Tell me now, 'cause I gotta know. I said, tell me now, 'cause I gotta know. I said, tell me now, 'cause I gotta know. I got a message on my phone today. Blue and Georgia just called to say, hey. Georgia Brown there on the fiddle. Let's do another one together. Let's see what would be good. Yeah, we're just gonna play 2 songs. How about we play 2 songs, and then you can all go to that discotheque that you just. Didn't we play that? We played that one. You gotta get here on time. All the good songs are in the first 3 minutes. English roadworks. That's the wrong name for them. It's just a bunch of cones. Nobody at them. I like the way they just hold the space for the work. About 3 weeks before any work actually happens. You know, like, it's good. I'm just getting into the roadwork vibe before anybody actually does anything. And it's like, it's amazing. It's great. I love that. Well, what is that? Oh.
I don't know. Can we play something else?
Okay. I read the personal ads written on the walls of the truck stop, men's room stalls, names, dates, numbers to call. Then I wash my hands in the liquid soap, look in the mirror and hope that I look better in broad daylight, but I ain't sure. And I fish out my last 50 cents for the imitation cologne dispenser. Put it on, head out the door. Smelling out the sweet perfume of a truck stop men's room. I cruise the aisles of the convenience store. Now the gas is pumped and I've paid and I've tried on every pair of shades. And I'm thinking about time and how it passes and how many miles I must have traveled with my pants undone and nerves unraveled, searching for the perfect pair of sunglasses. I go try out that drunk call game. I've won before and I will again. Don't matter what the prize is, as long as I win. Then I remember I'm out of quarters. Got a couple of bills for bottled water and some ugly souvenirs for my daughters. Well, next I plan my escape, browsing through the books on tape, trying to find myself a new adventure. I don't want to be the man I see standing here right next to me, chewing on a loose set of dentures. And the coffee's bitter and the candy's sweet, and my body fits to a driver's seat, and I don't give a damn what the price of gas is. I don't do this job for a living, all these miles I have driven, just searching for the perfect pair of sunglasses. Take it away. Go try out that drunk claw game. I've won before and I will again. Don't matter what the prize is, as long as I win. Then I remember I'm out of quarters, got a couple of bills for bottled water and some ugly souvenirs for my daughter. That's the wrong verse, ain't it? I gotta sing the right verse, which means remembering what the right verse is. I'm standing standing by the display stand, trying on sunglasses, and I think Annie may have found the perfect pair. They look good on me, don't you think so? I think that they will probably go with one of the 2 t-shirts that I'll wear. And what I like about them best is when I wear them and look west. The sun turns the color of molasses. I'm gonna put this truck stop behind me, park this rig, hang up the key. I think I found the perfect pair of sunglasses. This truck stop behind me, park this rig, hang up the key. I think I found the perfect pair of sunglasses. Well, let's give it up for Georgia Brown there on the fiddle. Thank you so much for sitting in with us. Well, what should we play? We'll play one more little song, but I don't know what it'll be. Pick a winner. Do we dare do that one?
What's that? Oh, that's a mouthful. Let's try it.
Okay, so traditionally, like bands, when they play their last song, like pick a hit, you know? But luckily, in our 20-year career, we don't have the burden of having any hits. So we can just do whatever we want, you know, which is kind of the bonus of not having hits. So I think we'll play this one. And then we'll say goodnight. And if anybody feels inspired to think that, I don't, sometimes almost like an angel intervenes at this hour of the evening, and somebody spontaneously in the crowd feels a voice say to them, I bet Miss Katie and Mike would like a glass of red wine each. And it's almost a disembodied voice in their ear. Says that, and they're inspired to buy them a drink at the end of a long day. But it doesn't always happen, of course. I mean, that's the thing with divine inspiration. It's unreliable. But I just thought I'd mention it. Okay, so this is a little something. Miss Katie and I immigrated to Wales about 3 years ago. And to do that, we emigrated with 4 children and everything with hand luggage. Well, not hand luggage, check-in luggage. Because I discovered because we didn't do no like shipping container. We discovered that actually there's no limit to what you're allowed to check in on a plane. As long as you're willing to pay for it, there is no limit. Did you all know that? You could show up in an airport with your entire household possessions, and they will check them all in. Of course, it'll cost more than your house, but it'll. But that's what we did. We just gave everything away pretty much in our house when we sold up, and then we're leaving. We just let people come in our house and take the furniture and whatever they wanted. And we took the instruments and some fluffy toys and went to the airport. And so this is a song about.
I brought my rock collection.
You did bring you nearly bought the iron skillets. In fact, did I bring those later? I think I did bring the iron skillet. I brought one iron skillet. Yeah, anyway. So here's a song about that. We got shelves of books, some we read, some we ain't. We got 25 gallons of dried out paint. We got 6 Ganesses, 5 Buddha, 2 saints. If they all had to go, I'd have no complaints. We got LP covers with no LP. We got furniture we just found for free. We got a few rag rugs and a ficus tree. They mean nothing to you unless to me. So come on, babe, what do you say? Let's put it all in boxes and give it away. If it all goes, you won't have to stay. Let's put it all in boxes and give it away. We got kids' clothes that are all worn through. We got hand-me-downs with no one to hand them down to. Photographs of who knows who that we know we'll never look through. We got bicycles that the kids don't ride. We got a wood pile where the raccoons hide. Got something someone gave us that we never tried. We got a stereo receiver that's fried. Come on, babe, what do you say? Let's put it on boxers and give it away. If it all goes, you won't have to stay. Let's put it on boxers and give it away. We got board games that are missing parts. We got God only knows what in the yard. We got old flip phones and Christmas cards. I don't know why I let go so hard. You got shoes in your closet that you never wore. I got t-shirts that I stained and tore, and them kept as mementos in my bottom drawer. Don't even ask me why or what for. We got stuff in the cupboard, we got stuff on the floor. We got stuff on that little ledge over the door. We got stuff I don't think I ever seen before. Everywhere I look, there's more. Come on, babe, what do you say? Let's put it on boxers and give it away. If it all goes, you won't have to stay. Let's put it on boxers and give it away. 13 years, I don't believe there ever been a day you didn't want to leave. So now's our chance, let's seize the day. Put it on boxers and give it away. Shelves of books, some we read, some we ain't. We got 25 gallons of dried out paint. We got 6 Ganeshas, 5 Buddhas, 2 saints. If they all had to go, I'd have no complaints.
Well done, Mike. That's
Thank
a
you
lot
all.
of work.
I want you to know that was all sung on a single breath right at the beginning there. Thank you all so much for listening. Let's give it up to Katie West here, and the bass, the guitar, and the banjo. Sitting in with Georgia Brown. Don't forget to check out Concrete Prairie when they're next playing around here. We're Truckstop Honeymoon. Look after your bartenders and have a lovely evening.
Thank you.
And I probably forgot to mention, we have CDs and T-shirts. Did I say that?